Yer.
And beans.
And we're back. Another episode of Tep Talk with the Eyes.
You already know.
Yeah, you already know. We're wearing the same clothes.
Episode 2.
Talk
about in the comments.
Yeah, you already know. It's just more optimal.
Save frames.
Yeah, save clothes, frame data. Yes.
Just save stating. Let's get into the topic though.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Alright, so for those who don't know, I am the #1 Breath of the Wild hater on the fucking planet. #1. And Tears of the Kingdom is coming soon. Don't pre-order, by the way.
Don't.
But, anyway. I want to ask you, because you love Breath of the Wild, what do you want to see from Tears of the Kingdom?
1. The weapon durability needs to be changed. Quite frankly, it's a lot of weapons that just break and give out easily.
Breath of the Wild weapon durability is so ass.
It's not the best.
I know people that love that game and still say it's ass.
Don't get me wrong. I love that game so much, but it's not good. It's not as good as
there's
it
just
could be.
no reason to actually fight enemies because if there's no XP system or no upgrade like that where fighting enemies give you something, you find weapon, kill enemy with weapon, break weapon while fighting them just to obtain a new weapon, and it's just like some endless cycle that you're not actually going anywhere with it. It's so dumb. If you got a good weapon, you are actually incentivized to not use it.
You shouldn't use it as much so you can hold on to it longer.
Yeah, and use it when you have to.
Use it when on certain harder enemies or
that's really bad. If you get a really good weapon, you should want to use it. The game should reward you for using it. Okay, so I beat Breath of the Wild when it came out, but that was a long time ago. I've only gone back to replay it a few times.
You haven't played the DLC for Breath of the Wild, right?
No, I haven't. Is there a way to fix weapons, or as soon as they break, they're gone forever?
When they break, that's pretty much it. But when you have them, there's a method that you can do to try to keep them longer and preserve them longer. But once they're broken,
that's pretty bad.
They're gone.
It's pretty bad. I just felt it just made it. I've even talked to people, I'm pretty sure you said this too, when I try to play it on stream, I wanted to fight everything. When I play adventure games, I want to fight everything. Mostly because I grew up playing RPGs and I want to get XP. But even in Zelda games, I want to fight things. That's the fun part of games. You want to kill shit.
But the way Breath of the Wild is, you'll run into very harder enemies at the start, or enemies you can't handle, and you have to come back later on to fight them, because if you fight them right away, you're gonna die or wipe out.
Yeah,
so basically you're running away from those enemies until you're ready to do with them and fight them.
Why are they fucking throwing guardians at the beginning? Why did you get fucking sniped laser beams by fucking guardians at the start?
Again, enemy you can't fight, but you don't know that really when you start the game.
Yeah.
So you'll die. I've died so many times Breath while starting the game because I don't know the enemy and I can't take him, but he's there.
Yeah, I mean, I've played games with weapon durability, but Breath of the Wild just did, I just felt in 3 hits your shit just breaks. It's so quick. The lifespan of weapons were just way too short.
Yeah.
And I know that was Nintendo's first attempt at it. So it
was their first attempt, and they did pretty good for the most part, and you have to give them props. This was huge. This was ambitious. It was different. It worked out in a way, and the game itself, I still love it. But there's things they just can fix. That's it. And I'm hoping Tears of the Kingdom rewards in that game, by the way, don't feel like rewards. A lot of them don't even really do anything. What does the Korok Seed really do?
Korok Seeds were just a collectible. They're just for completionists.
Like
they're just for completionists.
Like there's some awards in the game. Like you did it for. It was a completionist feeling type of game. If you were a heavy completionist, the game is you're gonna 100% complete it. But there's a lot of things that are pointless for people who just want to play a game and get through it.
Yeah, I mean.
And it started like a war between. Well, you're not playing the full game. Well, I don't want to play that part of the game. I just want to go through the game. Well, you're not exploring it. And open world is supposed to mean open world. You can do whatever you want to do. You should be able to play the game however you want to play it. You shouldn't be instructed to one way. You shouldn't be for the other way. That's what open world should be. It should be freedom to do whatever you want to do in that game, how you want to play it, how long you want to do it.
What else do you want to see from Tears of the Kingdom? Personally, for me, like, I want to see like a bigger, like, I think Zelda at this point should just kind of be an RPG, like an actual RPG.
Over just being an adventure dungeon.
Like they wanna, they kind of got their feet wet a little bit.
And you want them to full dive in, go into like skill trees.
I know that would totally change.
It would be
Zelda
a different
forever.
game.
It would, but Breath of the Wild just felt incomplete to me. Like playing it, like if open world games, like there just needs to be more progression. Like if you're gonna do more world, more exploring, more stuff, like do more of a character. Like why can't there be like a sword combat skill tree, an archery skill tree, and then like a fucking like magic skill tree or some shit. Like I don't, or a fucking crafting / cooking skill or something like that. Like I don't know, like go the Assassin's Creed Odyssey route with something like that.
Yeah, they'll turn it to a little different type of game, but why not go that route?
Like,
I'm not trying to get off Zelda, but for example, Mario did a Mario RPG. That came out so long ago, but they tried it and was successful. But they never went back and did anything else again with it.
Like, Breath of the Wild, like, tried, like, I feel like they want to make Zelda an RPG, but they're, like, testing to see if it would work or something, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, also, when are they gonna stop the silent hero shit?
Here we go. This has been a trope for a while, especially on Zelda, where Link shouldn't talk.
I think it's lame. I think Breath of the Wild Link is lame. He's lame.
I can't argue with you because the Breath of the Wild, if you care about the story or not, it's the other characters around him.
Exactly.
Mipha,
Exactly.
Urbosa.
Yes.
Even Zelda. Like,
I don't know the story because I didn't like the game.
But basically, really all of his other
yes, I know that's a fact. Like,
people don't actually like Link himself.
No,
because he doesn't have personality. Besides,
I think that's dumb.
A hero.
Why do I want to play the game as a character that is so like quiet?
He's just stoic.
He is like he doesn't do shit. One of the main reasons why fucking God of War is fucking awesome. Like Kratos is fucking awesome. Like I want to play as Kratos.
But Kratos has like so much emotion, different things. Like Kratos cries.
Boy, like
boy,
you know, like
come here, boy. Like you hear in his voice.
Like
boy.
he is a fucking unit, dude. Like, yeah, he is emotional. He's a father. He's, you know.
But getting on to that topic and Link and why the best Link is Wind Waker Link because he has
Toon Link is just goated.
Emotion.
Like
he has expressions. He feels
like dead ass, dude. Like you see it everywhere on him. Like he has every emotion. Like when he sees like a friend or whatever, he will literally jump and smile, wave.
his eyes will light up.
When
little expressions.
When he left Outset Island,
yeah, he
waved. He was sad,
he was like
crying,
crying, like sad
like
as his grandma.
He spoke to you
through his expressions,
yeah.
and that's what Link could do. Link doesn't have to have a voice actor, but he can do it through his facial expressions.
Like Breath of the Wild, Link just stared blank into the camera, dude.
Zelda, I don't know if you're sorry, but Zelda was crying, and she went into his arms. Link was like a robot.
Yeah, it was so bad. Breath of the Wild Link it's lame. He's lame. Like, it's not good. Like, Toon Link is goated.
The most personality.
Like, by far goated. Like,
by a mile.
Yeah. Like, you can see him, like, even when he's swimming, like, even when he's, like, trying to grasp for air or whatever, like, his face is, like, you just see it everywhere on him. Like, when he gets hit, when he does anything, like, when he sees Ganon, like, he's, like, fucking angry as shit. Like, also, like, Wind Waker is, like, dark as fuck.
Ganon.
Nobody talks about
Ganon's story in that game is dark.
How dark is Wind Waker? Like, people look at it and it's like, oh, it's the cartoon one. It's
funny. It's cartoony. It's not serious because of the way it looks.
Darkest Zelda game.
No. Darker than Twilight Princess. Darker than Breath of the Wild.
Dude, Ganon has a child smuggling ring.
He's trafficking children.
He's dead ass.
He is.
Dead ass. He throws him in the Forsaken Fortress. He gathers children with a giant bird, abducts them, and throws them in a dungeon.
God knows what we can assume what he's doing with him.
Like bro, Link's grandma is sick,
dying.
His sister gets abducted. Like the story of Wind Waker isn't to kill Ganon. No. It's to save your sister.
It's so much more.
First of all, Link has a sister. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's trying to save her ass.
Really?
Trying to, like, find the cure for his grandma.
It's not just Link, like, oh, I'm the hero of courage. Let me just save Zelda right away. Like, no. He's like, I want my sister.
Link is a family man, bro. Like, he is a family man in that game, okay?
He doesn't even know who Zelda is. He doesn't know anything about Triforce.
You don't know who Zelda is, like, until, like, towards the end of the game.
Zelda doesn't even know who Zelda is.
Yeah. Like, bro, like, Wind Waker dark as fuck, dude. Like,
best
you know how dark it is? Like, Link starts talking to a fucking crystal, bro. Crystal just spawns and he starts talking to it and hears voices, bro. Like, Link on this stuff. Like, bro,
he was in his head.
Link dealing with shit in that game, bro.
Real,
like,
and the ending is the most violent ending.
It is, bro. He just stabs again and just. Like normally it's like, all right, let's seal him away.
Or Zelda shoots some arrows, seal him.
Ganon's too strong. Like we can't actually kill him. Like we can't actually kill him. No, Toon Link was like,
nah. You took my sister. You hurt my family. You're dead. Like he had emotion to do that. He been through.
Toon Link is absolutely like goated, bro.
Wind Waker is
like you ain't topping that. Like.
Deadass talking about makes me want to play it right now.
Like, it's so good. And then the remake was, like, so good.
Wind Waker HD was so much better. It was good.
Like
that's a good remake.
Like, you know,
they did everything right. They made everything that was wrong with the first one.
Yeah.
Fixed it.
Deadass. Like, that sail. Like, faster sail. Like, that was, like,
faster sail. Map changes were different. Remember, like, it was hard to even use the map in the first one. A little challenging, tricky. They changed some islands too, made it easier. There's a lot.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But that leads me into another thing where Zelda went a long time without releasing games and just did remakes. Like it was, like Ocarina of Time remake. It was Majora Mask remake.
Awakening.
It was, yeah. Then Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. They just started remaking games. Like since 2011, that was 12 years ago. They came out with 2 games, and that was Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. That's it.
Separate games are not remakes.
Yeah, like new games.
New
titles.
New titles for Zelda.
In 12 years, they came out 2 games. Like, that's just...
It's crazy. Cause
I don't know why. Because...
If you remember back then, Zelda used to be pumping out Minish Cap, they used to be like pumping out games, Spirit Tracks.
It was Ocarina of Time, but then the next year was Majora's Mask. The next year. Like, it
they didn't wait. They came out with that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, Zelda don't have to wait so long in between games. It's Zelda. Like, they're all successful. Zelda's literally like second to Mario.
Can you name the worst like actual mainline Zelda game?
Oh, Zelda 2.
Yep. That is it.
Ash.
That is
it's
it.
Bad.
It's ass.
Don't make Zelda a side scroller.
But the only reason why, it's a side scroller. They try to make it Mario Link or whatever.
No, Zelda 2's bad. We don't talk about it. Zelda 1 is literally one of the hardest games of all time. And then they just made Zelda 2.
Surprisingly, that didn't kill the franchise. They kept going, and then what?
Dude, imagine if Zelda just ended at Zelda 2.
They could have, yes, because it was that bad.
What was after that? Was that Link to the Past after that?
Yeah. It was like Link to the Past, Link's Awakening.
Link to the Past was like really fucking revolutionary.
It saved the franchise.
It was really good. Link to the Past is really good.
It saved gaming in general is really good. If you play the old G one, they came out with like Oracle of Sages too.
I know like all of them are basically like a Link to the Past though.
Yeah, they are. They're very similar.
Link's Awakening is a lot like Link to the Past.
They are. They're similar. That's why.
Like, yeah.
But that period of Zelda game helped boost it up, and eventually once like N64 came, Ocarina of Time changed everything.
Ocarina of Time is like the Zelda formula.
What they followed since then.
When you think of Zelda formula, like that is Zelda formula. Like, and then I just wish they would make the formula and then just change it a little bit. Like Wind Waker was like, okay, we're gonna go on a boat, and then Twilight Princess is like, okay, we're gonna do that, but you can also be a wolf.
And go into a different realm.
But it's still Zelda.
It still kept the dungeon formula. You still went here and here at this point. Breath of the Wild changed that formula big time.
I'm okay with them making a game like Breath of the Wild, but I just want them to like.
Would you want them to continue making another Zelda game but keep the formula?
I want them like if they're gonna make Breath of the Wild like games, just make it like a full RPG.
Instead of going halfway through. If you want to do open world, go the full route. Give me a skill tree. Go XP.
Yeah, make it the full thing, bro. Make it like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but Zelda. I think that would be cool.
Totally down for that. Even though it would change Zelda, I think it changed for the better. Especially if you're going open world route.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna make open world, but have no character progression.
We need our characters.
That's just not. That's not right to me. It's just weird.
Even Sonic tried to had to make us give us something. But they dipped their toe in that too as well. Barely. Yeah. I think
Sonic Frontiers
was
it's embarrassing. But you know, they tried as an attempt. I feel like Sonic Frontiers is gonna be a game that walks so then the next one can run.
Yeah. I know they're coming out with DLC for that, characters. He plays Knuckles, Sonic, Amy, Tails, all that stuff. But I'm hoping they just I don't know, flat out just I wish they start just make a new game for Sonic and go the full route.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah,
if you're gonna give me open world, just give me everything else. I need my characters to feel like they're progressing as I go places. I don't want to be the littlest, tiniest skills that don't really affect the game.
Zelda has a perfect world to do it, bro. Imagine if Korok sees you need to collect so many of these to get some upgrade, or to get they already have the armor system, they already have cooking, they already have exploration, they already have the map and fucking fast travel, and they have all these RPG elements except XP. and like character progression.
Yeah. Well, a lot of games actually do take out XP sometimes, and I don't get why.
Like, I'm cool with a, like, okay, I know we talked shit about Elden Ring, but I do like, I'm okay with them doing, like, a XP, like, currency. Like, if you, like, imagine if, like, you spent rupees to
level up.
Yeah, something like that.
If
like you did in
Hyrule
Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what I was gonna go to right there. Yeah.
Like, I'm cool with that.
Like you do that. That's how you level up, which is
like you need so many rupees to. But you just need enemy. I'm just using rupees as an example. Like if they had some kind of new currency that enemies would drop, or something.
There's other games that do this too, but
you know, I like the shrine system for getting hearts and like stamina upgrades. Like I'm cool with that. Like a lot of games do like XP for like skill trees and stuff, and then like some other kind of way to upgrade like collectibles and stuff. Like I'm cool with that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I do miss Piece of Hearts, though. Piece of Hearts were like, that feels like pretty iconic.
That's a staple. You know good and well you weren't getting your full heart. You had to break it down in pieces, and you had to find them to get more health. That's an iconic
that's
thing.
pretty iconic. I do kind of wish that was back. Like, I do like Piece of a Heart, and then like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, like, for a stamina bar.
I don't know.
I don't know what you.
I don't know the actual term for it.
Like, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quarter orb, or like quarter of the orb, or whatever.
Something we get. Just
you know,
like
you work in
but...
Nintendo, you can come up with something. But like, you know, like, you know what I mean? But is there anything else you want from Tears of the Kingdom?
Like the biggest thing I got to is like weapon durability. Make us like repair weapons. That was a big issue I had. Like, why can't I not repair the weapon I just lost? That was a huge.
Like
thing.
the Master Sword wasn't even the strongest weapon.
No, that was weird. Very weird first.
And then you could get stronger weapons, but the stronger weapons would break.
And then you lose them. It's just like you couldn't use them that much.
Also, really did not like the Divine Beasts at all. I also thought all of them were lame. Like, I like the concept of Divine Beasts. I think were cool. Like, and the lore, and like the fact that you could use them against Ganon or whatever, like that's really cool.
Like, the actual,
like, the gameplay of them were so bad. Like the thought, like, okay, there's these 4 beasts, and you can harness their power or whatever, then to fight Ganon, and then there's like a blight of them at the end. You fight at the end.
You
like,
fight all the forms of blights.
Like that's cool. Flipping and turning them around and finding the fucking switch and shit, that's just lame as fuck.
Yeah.
That shit's not fun.
I'm not gonna lie. It didn't.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the concept, I think, was cool. The gameplay, ass. I don't want to just fucking flip an elephant around for 30 minutes. Like, throw enemies in there. Make it like keys. Like, make it like a dungeon. Make it like a Zelda dungeon.
Yeah, the Divine Beasts were literally like you just had to come together, but there was nothing in there. You just had to.
Like,
it was a puzzle. One big puzzle.
Yeah, like they hype them all up. Like, see, I don't need the Divine Beasts to be puzzling, because the shrines are supposed to be
that's
puzzling.
What the shrines are for.
Yes. I don't need that. Like, make it like a dungeon. Like a temple, like a water temple or something. Like the giant bird one could be some kind of air temple. Like, you gotta have like enemies, like rooms, keys, like, you know, Zelda stuff. Now I'm cool with like them being open world and having all this like exploration and stuff, but the Divine Beasts, like, make them like.
It'd be cool for them to have like an element of the, like the classic Zelda, like just the formula of just a dungeon. That's it.
The giant puzzles are just ass. Like, I kind of just like took it out. Like, took me out of the experience. Like they just felt like big shrines.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just big shrines to me. I don't know why. Like, you would just. I don't know. I hate Breath of the Wild though, so you already know. I'm sure y'all are gonna roast me in the comments for that.
Oh,
but
please roast me in the comments. The story for Breath of the Wild though was.
Tell me the story of Breath of the Wild.
Okay, so first of all, 1,000 years ago, whatever, Link, Zelda, all the Guardians and the Champions were summoned together by the King of Hyrule, basically, to stop Ganon.
Okay.
But each one of them had specifically were able to pilot the Divine Beasts, which basically were to defeat Ganon, or the evil Calamity at the time. They didn't know it was Ganon. Well, so basically they all lost and got defeated. They all got trapped near a Divine Beast and died. Was essentially.
Sounds about right.
So yeah. So basically now Link, though, Zelda got sealed away in the Calamity, but Link got saved as well. So he woke up 1,000 years fine, but Zelda sealed away. He was sealed away too. Woke up 1,000 years and all his memories were gone. He didn't know anything. So in the game, you also have to find Link's memories and piece things together.
See, I wish that was like not optional.
And which is optional. It should.
That's dumb. Why is the story optional?
And Breath of the Wild story is optional, which you have to.
Because I played the game.
You didn't.
I can show you my save file. I beat the game.
But you didn't.
I know nothing of what he just said.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad to me. Like in a Zelda game. Like, that should be like.
Zelda game you play as a story. You know, every game's
like I understand. For those who know me, I do skip a lot of cutscenes, and I might still skip them. But it should. If you want to skip the cutscenes, fine. But the whole game to me just felt so optional. Like nothing in that game felt, and had any importance.
That's typically, in a way, still an open world. It's optional.
But there's still like a sense of like threat or urgency, though. Like I played, Spider-Man PS4. Like, yeah, that game's open world, but like you fucking know,
still know what was going on.
You knew like Aunt May's sick. You knew fucking, Doc Ock is fucking shit up. You know they're about to drop that fucking medicine bomb on the whole planet. Like, you felt like there was a sense of urgency. Like, if I didn't fucking do the story, like, shit's happening.
And
like,
I think that's bad too in experiencing that game, because you should be able to play the game both ways, of completionist or go through it, but understand and feel the same way I'm feeling about the game versus you just going
like everything just felt so optional. Like even the story is optional.
Like, you didn't know any of that, so
nothing.
So honestly, if you don't know any of that, what is the reason for you to be even going on, continuing? Because me, I'm like, oh god, I just learned this story about Mipha and Link had this connection. She loved him or whatever. Like, but you didn't know anything about that happening, and you know any
you shouldn't the story shouldn't just be scattered around.
And you have to find
it would be one thing if they pointed them out on the map and be like, memory here, like 1, 2, 3, whatever. Like, but if they're just fucking randomly scattered and you had to find them, like, that's how it is, right?
Pretty much, give or take. Like, you can't get like every memory right away. You have to come back and get some, but some basically piece together. Like, they don't start you. Like, you can't get to like the last memory ever. Like, and you're like, oh, like all of a sudden, like, why are they here? Like, it's an order, and there's different character memories in this area where you can go find that one. But other than that, like, yeah, it's pretty much scattered.
Like, there's still open world games, but like where the story still like happens like linear progress, though. Like in Spider-Man PS4, I'm just using that example because that's like one of the greatest games ever made. Like, at any point in time, I can go anywhere in New York, right?
Yeah.
Like, at any point in time, like, I can go anywhere in the fucking city. But when I do a story mission, like, it's mission time. And that's story time. Then, like, you know.
And then you have your side quests and shit
Then
you
it's,
can do all.
like, during the mission, like, that's, like, linear stuff. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do, like, this huge open world or whatever, like, the stories should still be, like, kind of given to the player while you're progressing through it.
There should be a main story. And then if you want to do, you can do optional little pieces that we can find out, but there should be a main plot that we should always be able to see, doing certain tasks that unlock that.
Like, you can go anywhere in Hyrule, but, like, when you get to this waypoint, like, this is where happen.
You'll see the cutscene, or this happened, or whatever you choose. Like, you'll know.
Like, you know, like, okay, this is a story mission. You know, this is gonna happen. I just felt like everything is just so optional in Breath of the Wild. Like, I felt no point. I didn't feel a point of doing anything. I didn't feel a point of fighting anything. Like, I didn't feel a point of
it's a completionist type of, like, adrenaline for people like, I gotta just get this because I just need it.
To non-completionist, it feels like a chore. Why would I collect Korok seeds? It doesn't do anything for me.
And
why would I get every shrine in the game? Like, yeah, it gives you, like, health and stamina or whatever, but, like, you don't fucking need.
You can beat the game without it. You can.
Absolutely.
That's, I mean, speed runs even, like, the game's like what, 5
You know what I mean? And I beat all the Divine Beasts. I got the Master Sword. You know. The fact that, like, you can just go fight Ganon at any time, like, yeah, doing other stuff makes it easier, but the fact that you can just fight him at any time just makes it feel like anything that you're doing before then, like, really doesn't matter. Like, if it should be like, you need to beat all the Divine Beasts before you fight
And then you can even enter the area where Ganon is.
Like, instead of, like, I could just go there anytime, I'm just looking at, like, if I can just go there right now, why do I need to get the beast though? Like, it's just more of, like, you know.
Yeah. Like, in your face, like, it's there, you can't handle it, but the final boss is right there, but you can't handle it type of your face, so you have to, like, it takes you out of the adventure.
It does. It makes it way less adventurous. If your adventure is optional, what is the point? There's supposed to be, like, some grand adventure.
You have to reach the end point, the climax, the huge event. Where, like, also the first time seeing Ganon should, like, be in the game, like, oh, like, I'm intimidated. But if you can immediately go up to him,
yeah, they don't establish Ganon's presence through the game at all. Because if you could just fight him immediately, like, imagine if you can fight Toon Ganon immediately, like, that would just, like,
take you
ruin the experience.
Out of the anticipation to get to the final boss, like
you know, like Calamity Ganon, they really established a presence to me throughout the game at all. Like,
no,
he's not.
He was very weak as a villain.
No, he's weak as fuck. Like, that's the worst. That's actually that's low tier version of Ganon. Like, actually, like, bottom tier.
This is supposed to be Calamity Ganon, the purest, evilest form of Ganon.
He looks like a fucking robot. And he looks like a skeleton on a fucking, like, just a weird ass cyborg. Like, it looked weird as hell.
Like, Skyward Sword had problems, but that final boss,
Demise was cool as fuck.
Was cool as shit. Like,
kind of fucked up the timeline.
Yeah, certainly fucking did. Oh my god, Demise. Who the fuck is Demise now? Is he a form of Ganon? No, like,
Demise is the imprisoned.
That is, but Ganon. We don't talk about timeline. That's a totally different person in a different video.
But you know, hold on. I can answer all that.
Uh-oh. I remember this.
Because, you know, if people want to get at me. If y'all want to get at me, like,
Man,
I know my shit.
Bring the book.
I know my shit.
I got the book.
Okay? Like, I know I've been talking shit this whole time. I love this shit. Okay?
Hold
Fuckers.
Dust off
this shit.
The Zelda
I know my
Almanac.
shit.
Every history timeline Zelda is in that book.
I know my shit. So,
You can get that for $14.99 now.
Fucking come at me.
Chris, Iron Bundle.
Fucking Iron, bruh. That's another topic.
Alright.
But, yeah. At the end of the day, Toon Link is goated. Not in Smash, but in Zelda. Camera a little
Toon
out of
Link
focus.
is the best. Yeah.
The book kind of fucked up.
Geez, maybe push it forward a bit.
Book kind of. Book kind of fucked with it a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Right.
Sorry about that.
So we don't read. We're in books.
Yeah. Fuck school and books.
Fuck school, books. Read. Don't read. You get camera out of focus.
But yeah, don't pre-order Tears of the Kingdom.
No. Wait. Despite your hype or whatever you're feeling for Breath of the Wild, you love it. I love Breath of the Wild. I love it. But I'm holding back my love because the gaming nowadays has been ass, and I've wasted my money. Not saying this game is going to follow that pattern. I'm hoping not, because this game has big ass shoes to fill.
Tears of the Kingdom is literally like it has like the highest expectations.
It's a better game.
It's Switch is dying.
Switch is at its end.
Breath of the Wild's like one game of the year. It's huge. It's everything.
This is holding on to the Switch's life a little longer. This is what people care about.
It is like.
So
they haven't dropped a game in 6 years, bro.
Haven't came out with a new Mario game.
They've been hyping this up for so long. Like, it was Breath of the Wild 2 for a long time.
This was announced way longer ago.
This was announced like 4 years ago, bro.
4 freaking years
I'm pretty
ago.
sure, something like that.
It's called Breath of the Wild 2. They showed like a little part of that. People are like, oh, we're playing Zelda. And then nothing else came out. So this game has big ass shoes to fill. So don't pre-order.
Just wait.
Just wait your horses.
Wait.
You're literally not losing anything too. The bonuses are not worth it.
Yeah.
They're not. You're not losing anything. Just wait and see the game.
I'm not saying the game will be bad.
No.
Not, I hope it's good. I really fucking hope it's good. It's Zelda. I'll probably have to buy. I'm gonna see him buy it and see him try it.
Well, first we're both gonna see the game, how it's playing first, and then we'll.
And if it looks good,
then we buy.
Yeah.
But
if it's just a Breath of the Wild clone and everything's the same.
If they didn't change anything, that's actually gonna tank.
I'm not gonna play it. But I hope that doesn't ruin your guys' experience. If you guys love Breath of the Wild,
I love it.
And I'm sure you will love the new one.
This fucker right here hating it has not stopped me from loving it. Don't let your opinions change on what you like. But the game could improve. You know that. Don't lie. The game definitely needs to improve. No game's perfect. Perfect.
And we hope it does. And this was Tip Talk with the Ice. Beans?
You're?
We out.
Peace.